Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today I'm going to be playing with some of the new products from Scrappy Tales. I've got out the Easter egg 4-layer stencil and the Easter bunny add-on. Now you've seen me play with both of these already, but I've got another idea for another card. So I'm going to start off with the stencils and I'm going to just stencil up a background. So I'm starting with one of the stencils from that 4 stencil set, and I'm just taping it to the back of my cardstock. I'm going to start off with some Tutti Frutti ink and an orange blending brush, and I kind of don't want everything to be matchy everywhere, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to color up each individual egg. And I'm taking an extra piece of Post-it tape just to be on the safe side so I don't get extra where I don't want it. Okay, I'm going to do this one down here also in the Tutti Frutti. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and do the other ones that I've missed so far. So I'm going to tape off that. I'm going to come in with some party dress for this one. So we've got our first colors, the background done for the first color. So I'm going to take this stencil, which is the one that adds some additional detail to it, and I'm going to layer that right up over the one we've already started. And I'm going to go back over the colors with the same inks that we did before. So since I have my Tutti Frutti out, I've got my party dress out, I'm going to just come over with the party dress. So I'm going to just add a little bit of detail that's going to be darker because it's double layered of the same ink, which means you don't need a ton of inks, just use your favorites. And we have some tone-on-tone eggs. I'm going to do the same thing with the other stencil. We're going to have some additional ones. I'm going to do those in some blues. So now I'm going to trim down this panel a little bit. And that's because I like to have that little 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And this is going to go onto the front of an A2 size top folding card base that I've got in some hot pink. And I think I'm going to add it on there with some foam, just to give it a little added dimension. And then I'm going to add on, yeah, I have some leftover pieces from the last card that I did using that bunny ear set. And I had some little extras, so I'm just going to add that to the front. So it's going to look like our bunny is kind of off to the side, and then I can trim off any of the excess. Just adhere all of that down with some liquid glue. I don't want the fold line to show. So that's the first thing. I'm going to add some glue there. And then tuck it back behind my flowers. And then do the same thing with the other ear. And that should be about right. Okay, so we're going to put some liquid glue on the back of all of this. All of our bits. except for the part that is kind of hanging off, that I know is going to be kind of hanging off. And then let's reposition that. There we go. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, and then I'm going to trim off these little extra bits. Okay, now I can trim that off. That one was not wanting to trim because I was cutting through several layers of cardstock. There we go. I think that that is kind of cute. The bunny is just kind of sitting off to the side after having delivered all of those eggs. And you could, of course, always add a sentiment to the front. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today while I made this quick card, basically using stuff that I still had in my stash because I always make extras. If you want to see some more videos where I'm using Scrappy Tales products, be sure to check out this playlist. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.